not going to come out here and average 30 points on the best, women's league in the world, but she's going to be really damn good. I'll tell you that. But the thing is, she got to be prepared for is and be ready for night in and night out that she's going to be playing against somebody just as good as her. And she's going to have a target on her back. You heard what Taurasi said. I mean, it's kind of like almost, I wish, some of the older players, retired and current players would embrace this because look what she's done to the women's game. She's uplifted it. Skip, you watched the draft. Come on for the first time. Like, you're going to watch her first game when she plays. I'm going to watch it.
Did you not watch her last 3 college games?
Yeah, absolutely.
You just did.
And I never done that
You
before.
did.
I never watched the girls' game until the Final Four.
Yeah.
We started watching from first round that she played. So, they got to embrace this somehow, the older players, retired players, because of what she's done for the game, for the girls' basketball game. Now, it's just more captivating having a girl like this who's done some of the things she's done. Will she dominate? I think she's going to be an all-star. I mean, I don't know if there's that dominant for a rookie. I think she'll be an all-star. I'm definitely going to try to go to some games personally, just live, so I hate that we give her the criticism or the sort of slight hate that was there, but I think she's going to be damn good, and I'm going to be watching.
You're going to be watching.
I'm going to be watching.
Okay. Yeah, no, for sure I'm going to watch. Your question is, will she continue her play that she had in college the same way in the WNBA?
She averaged 30 and 9 assists.
It's hard to say that that's going to take shape when you're a rookie and you go into the pros. Can she be Rookie of the Year? Yeah. Her new teammate with the Fever, Aliyah Boston was Rookie of the Year.
And remember, she was just a year ago, she was the first overall pick.
A year ago, she was the first overall pick.
She's 6 feet 5 inches tall.
So when you look at it, she has the ability to do some of those things. I guard against putting people
I hear you.
too far in front before. Because these women that are in the WNBA, they've been there a long time, man. They got, they got things they got to do to get to, they trying to make money. Mm-hmm. They not sitting around just going to allow somebody to walk into their league.
Let me read the second half of the Taurasi quote to your point.
Go ahead.
You look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come into a league with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
That's it. But I look at all sports that way.
Yeah.
So when you approach it, and I don't think Caitlin is approaching it as I'm getting ready to take this league over by storm. I don't think she's approaching it that way. She's going to approach it with caution. Because, look, there's going to always be some, no matter what it is, jealousy, not necessarily hate, envy about where she is, how she's propped up. Definitely. I mean, she'll make north of $3 million this year just in endorsements alone. Her base salary will be about $85,000, I won't say million, $85,000 for the 4 years that she's there. She's getting about $340,000. Break that down, that's about $85,000 per season.
Her 4th year is 97.5. Like, you're kidding.
That's not
97,000.
For some reason, I told Paul this. I don't know where I got the weird number in my head, but I thought they was making like $500,000 a year playing in the WNBA. Nevertheless, those women that are there that have won championships, been in playoffs, made deep playoff runs, they're not going to cash in on the endorsement side the way she is in her rookie season. They're just not. So you're going to have people saying to themselves, we ain't ready to lock her down. It's not going to be easy. Everybody ain't just going to
target on her back.
Yeah, everybody ain't going to just allow her to just shoot threes. They're going to try to do what they can to defend her. And then those assists, they're going to make her show that she can pass the ball when times get rough. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I think she'll do well. I just don't know how well. That's what I have to go to Paul and go to WNBA women that I know to ask that question.
It's hard to live up to a certain type of hype. You haven't seen nobody come into a league this hyped up since probably LeBron James. Like,
That's true.
Well, Candace was pretty...
Yeah, but not. It just the whole sport wasn't on this pedestal at that point.
This is equivalent to like when LeBron came and he had a target on his back. He was the crowning the next king before he played one NBA game. Chosen one. Yeah. Before he played one NBA game. And this is similar to that, the hype. So, it's going to be all
your
type
point,
of
do I
pressure.
think Candace was better at this age going into her first year of pro basketball than Caitlin is right? I do.
I just remember Candace coming out of Tennessee, and I was just like,
she was
ridiculous. So I just remember
ridiculous.
that. Yeah. So that's the last time I think it was really it had this much yeast on it. Was with Candace.
She won MVP her rookie year, didn't she?
Yeah, she won MVP and Rookie of the Year. And I feel like they won a championship. I don't
know, rookie year.
I know she won MVP.
Yeah, I know she won MVP.
Okay, and because of that, if you're Candace right now watching this happen, are you just a little bit, resentful?
No. My career, I done won championships. I'm on TNT now. I'm good. I'm not tripping at all.
Can Caitlin win MVP her rookie year?
I mean, I guess you can.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess you can.
Listen, if the
Candace
Fever go from one of the worst teams,
they're 13 and 27.
Yeah, they 13 and 27.
Yeah, okay.
Like, say they make the playoffs, they say they win 25 games.
But see, Candace was different.
Well, Candace is also 6'5".
And I was about to say
she has an impact on both ends of the court. But don't show that she's stealing the ball. She's assisting. She's shooting lights out. She can win MVP her rookie year.
I don't know, man.
No stock, huh?
It's hard to comment on something I really don't know much about because all I could do is refer to people that play in the league that I know or NBA people that I know that actually talk about her game.
This is going to be one of the best 1-2 punches in girls basketball.
Hey, with her and Aliyah.
Boston
and that Kelsey Mitchell last year was a deadly she was a 40% three-point shooter.
Yeah.
I think they got three big pieces.
That's what I'm saying.
And Kelsey Mitchell was the second overall pick in 2018, so they've been stockpiling high-pick talent.
That's what I'm saying. This could be a really
so they
good
could have
team
a
next
quick
year.
turnaround here. All right, what's the biggest fascination with Caitlin Clark? It's that she shoots Steph Curry threes.
Yeah.
She's shooting logos threes, and she's jump shooting. It's not set shoot with your feet on the floor the way Magic shot them or, John Stockton shot them. She is jumping and launching with ease, with like effortlessly. We've been watching these highlights, and I just say, she just flicks her wrist.
But can she do that against 5-year NBA, WNBA veterans?
I think it's going to be much more difficult. I think she will be guarded much more physically than she was guarded.
Up on her.
That is correct. And what she's going to have to learn to do that she did not do much, if any of, at Iowa was she would dribble the ball up the floor at Iowa and create her own shot with her handle. Yeah. Well, she needs to do a little Reggie Miller in Indiana where you run through some picks and run around. I never saw her shoot a corner three. I couldn't remember shooting one corner three because she doesn't. Because everything's going to come from the wings or up top because she's got the ball in her hands.
Yeah, you got to keep the ball in her hands. She's such a great passer.
Okay, I understand. But there are going to be times when that's going to get shut down and she's going to have to give up the ball to Kelsey and run off 3 screens and get open in the corner.
And you've seen her do that.
Hey, well, we need to see more of that. But she said last night that she feels like her passing goes under the radar and is underappreciated. And I will agree with that because I got mesmerized by her passing. I think you did, too.
But can you pass the same way?
I think that translates.
I think with her handle and the way she shoots, if you got to guard a player who shoots that good off the dribble and you're all the way up on her guard, she's going to have lanes to go by a person because you got to respect the jumper. So if she's getting by people and you're helping, she's going to be able to find people because she has a great IQ. I think her shooting opens up her passing. When that's going down and that's you got to come up and think about it. You got a sleep-footed guard getting up on her just because they don't want her to shoot a 3. It's going to open up lanes and she's going to be able to find people.
Yeah. So what's the biggest change in Steph Curry's game over the years? He got in the weight room because he was frail when he first came in. And he now plays strong basketball to me because he's got a hand. He can get to the rim anytime he feels like it. She needs to maybe get in the weight room. I think she's going to get roughed up. I think they're going to go hard at her because this is physical basketball. It's way more physical to me when I watch it than college basketball is. So.
Yeah, absolutely. The girls are stronger, faster. Every level you get to, stronger, faster, better. Smarter.
Well, girls turn into women, right?
Yeah, like stronger, faster, better, smarter.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Every time.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an adjustment period Once she gets past that adjustment, like we saw Wembanyama, he got past that adjustment that period, and then that second half of the season, he was just dominating.
Yeah.
And this is what you're going to see. You can't deny greatness, and she's going to be a great. I guarantee that.
All right, now back to Keyshawn's point, and I was just flabbergasted by this when I saw that all 4 of the first 4 picks have to make the exact same salaries, and it starts at $76,000 a year. So the first 4 picks in the draft make $76,000, then goes to $78,000, $85,000, and the 4th year is $97,500.
That's just, as you would say, Skip, that's just wrong.
It's just wrong.
Yeah.
It's just wrong.
That's wrong.
And now she's become...
Those salaries should increase heavily.
She has become such a drawing card for this league where I just mentioned, as I open up the topic, that the defending champs in Las Vegas have already moved their game against Caitlin from 12,000 seats to 20,000 because they know they can sell 8,000 more tickets. And that's a lot of money that she's bringing in.
Go ahead.
Well, to me, at some point, are they going to join the real world?
Yeah, their TV rights deal is coming up here soon. So
I wonder if Caitlin and her representatives will join the real world and she'll eventually hold out for more money because I think she deserves more than $76,000, right?
Yeah,
seriously.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come on.
They all do.
Yeah.
They're going to appreciate her because, like the Jordan effect. I remember the Jordan effect.
Yeah.
He came back and was playing for Washington. And the revenue of the league went up.
To remember that, but
the revenue of the league.
No,
the revenue of the league went up because of Jordan.
Of course.
This is what you're going to see here.
Of course.
The revenue, they call it basketball, BRI, basketball-related revenue. So overall, there's a big pot put into a pot in the NBA. So say everything basketball-related goes into this spot, and this is how we can make salaries increase. This is how you can get bonuses. This is what's I think kind of effect that she's going to have on the WNBA because everywhere she's going to go, she's going to sell out, where that doesn't happen in the WNBA. Now you're going to buy Caitlin Clark jerseys. So the overall pie of the WNBA and the value of it is going to go up because of her. Now we're going to see salaries increase. And so, to me, I just believe they should embrace her, the other players, Taurasi, and say, look, she's helped grow our game. We've heard Don Staley say thank you. They won the championship, and Don Staley, she said thank you.
That was at the trophy.
I don't think, in all fairness, Don Taurasi, PP, I don't think she isn't respecting her. I don't think that she's not embracing her. I think there was a little bit of UConn in there, along with the hype that's coming along with her.
Being one of the greatest.
Me being one of the greatest here. Now y'all acting like she just getting ready to come in here and cook us. She just beat my alma mater. No, I'm not having it. I think that was a little bit of that.
I mean, that smelled like a little bitterness. I mean, wasn't it? I mean, I'm clear. You watch your back instead of like, I didn't hear Don Staley say that. I didn't hear, you know, they was like, she was getting thanked by everybody.
All right, I'm going to make one last objective point about Caitlin Clark because, as I told you the day after they lost to South Carolina, I'm treating the women just the way I treat the men in objectivity because they've earned that.
Yes.
Okay, so she said last night that she went straight home when they got back to Iowa City. She went to her town, I forget what the name of it is, away from Iowa City, and she said, my mom cooked me a home-cooked meal, and we celebrated. Okay, so it surprised me a bit that she said, I celebrated, even though her achievement, the magnitude of it was to be celebrated. She wasn't very good in the last 3 quarters against South Carolina, and if you've got that basketball killer in you, the way this is what separates as you well know, at the top.
Yeah.
If she's going to be that, if she's going to be her, if she's going to be it, then you should have taken that a little harder than you did. Because remember, she shot 5 for 20 in the last 3 quarters. She shot 2 for 10 from 3 in the last 3 quarters. And they fell apart after she had the greatest first quarter I think anybody's ever had, and certainly in a championship game. She was spectacular.
But when you realize, Skip, that you're the only Lone Ranger out there and you're trying to do it all by yourself,
there's a lot of that happening.
You know, pressure will burst the pipe.
Okay.
And in fairness to her, she gave me 18 in the first quarter or whatever, first half, first quarter. First quarter. And you look up in the other 3 quarters, she didn't give us the same thing. Yeah. But none of the other people came to the party.
No.
So if I'm carrying you every single day,
they were better than I did.
If I'm carrying you every single day, every time I step on the court, at some point, God, somebody help me, please.
No, Kate Martin went in the second round last night for what
I
it
mean,
was
they
worth.
played in the national championship
On her back, though.
2 years in a row.
On her back.
Yeah, it was on her back. She's just so damn good that she was this much better than her second best player. But those players can play. They don't get to the national championship without that. You know, so she felt like, all right.
But it's
listen,
only so
I did
much
all
she
I
can
can
do, though,
I did
man.
all I could do.
But in the end, when we talk about can she dominate pro basketball, the intangibles are how you dominate. That's what separates, right? Okay.
Understood. But
what are you made of?
In the biggest games, you want the brightest lights and you want to shine at the brightest moments. There's no question about it. But damn, Skip, I mean...
It's draining. It's draining.
Yeah, man.
It's draining mentally. I mean,
It's tough.
It's night after night after night. She's getting all the attention. They're coming after her. I have to be the best player every night. And then after that, I went and had a good meal with my mom, and I celebrated because it was so draining. Now I came home into some real life stuff.
The people that was defending her...
I felt normal today. Yeah. I felt normal today sitting with my mom having...
The individuals that was defending her from South Carolina, they was giving maximum effort, right? Maximum effort.
And they were on a mission.
Unlike LSU,
she beat them a year ago.
Unlike LSU, when they played LSU, they didn't give max. They tried, but it wasn't maximum effort.
LSU had beaten them the year before, so they didn't have that revenge factor. And listen, South Carolina was on a revenge tour just because of Caitlin Clark and what she did to them in the semifinals a year ago.
They need to pay them. They need to give them some more money for real.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.